Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 2. I am Davin Ryan Sakwil, and there are three other members, Haruyo Namoto, Habibi Hepta Fauzi, and Dewangga Iza Pamungkas. We will present you about semiotic analysis of Raya and the Last Dragon movie poster. Let's begin. Introduction. A movie poster is a poster that is used as a promotional and advertising tool for a movie. Posters have an important role in promotional media. With a unique and attractive poster design, the public is expected to understand the meaning of the advertisement conveyed and be interested in watching the promoted movie. According to Sri Anita, a poster is an image consisting of a mixture of visual elements that can be in the form of lines, image, and words, and has the aim of attracting attention and providing information as well as a brief message. The definition of a movie according to Palapa and Shamsuddin is an entertainment medium consisting of several combinations of storylines, sounds, and moving image. According to Effendi, films are divided into three parts, namely documentary films, cartoon films, and story films. The poster for the animated movie Raya and the Last Dragon is a poster designed by Legion Creative, a print, digital, and social agency specialized in entertainment. Disney Animation Studios have often used Legend Creative as a poster media promotion service. The movie Raya and the Last Dragon tells the story of an adventure in the land of Kumandra. Kumandra is a beautiful land where humans and dragons live side by side. But an evil spirit named Drune, an evil spirit in the form of creepy pitch black shadows, attacks and makes the dragons sacrifice themselves to save Kumandra. Now, 500 years after the tragedy, a brave young female warrior named Raya wants to find the last dragon to unite Kumandra, which is on the brink of destruction. Trust and cooperation are the most important message in this journey. To analyze the visual element in the poster of Raya and the Last Dragon, the author chose to use Roland Barthes' Semiotics. Etymologically, semiotics from the Greek word semion means sign, while terminologically, semiotics is a science that studies events, objects, and culture as signs. According to Van Zoys, semiotic is the science of sign and connection between words, function, transmission, and all things related to sign. Quoted from Sobur, semiotic is a method of analysis that can be applied when studying sign. The sign in question is a tool or medium used in finding a way in this world between humans and other humans. According to Barthes, semiology is the study and meaning of signs. Signs can be in the form of song, dialogue, notes, music, logos, pictures, facial expression, and gesture. In Roland Barthes' model, there are the terms denotative, connotative, and myth. According to Arifin and Tasai, denotative is the meaning of the natural word that is conveyed explicitly as it is and is objective. The connotative has the meaning of impression and association that have an emotional or subjective nature besides the main meaning. This is quoted by Wariner in Tarigan. While the definition of myth, according to Barthes, myth is a communication system because myth convey a message, a form, and not an object or a concept. Myth is also a form of speech. Therefore, everything can be considered a myth as long as it is displayed in the form of discourse.
Research method. This research uses a descriptive qualitative approach. According to Creswell 2014, descriptive qualitative research is used by researchers who are interested in the process of meaning. Understanding taken from words or image. In analyzing the meaning of contained in the poster of the animated film Raya and Last Dragon, Roland Barthes' semiotic theory is used. Semiotic is the study of sign. Semiotic theory has two parts, namely signifier and signified. What is captured by our mind that is written or what is read is a signifier, while the signified is the meaning or message in our mind about something we capture. Barthes developed the theory known as the order of signification, denotation, connotation, and myth. This data collection uses observation and literature study technique. The observation technique is done by directly observing the poster of Raya and Last Dragon animated movie, while the literature study technique is done by studying journals and websites related to this research. Primary data was obtained from the poster of Raya and Last Dragon animated movie. Secondary data is taken from journals and websites that are considered relevant.
So, Raya and the Last Dragon is set in the land of Kumandra, where the humans and dragon live in harmony. One day, the Drune, a plague born of human strife, attack Kumandra and turn all creatures into stone. Then Sisu, the last dragon to survive the Drune, concentrate all her magic into a gem and destroy the Drune. Thanks to the magic of the dragon entrails, all but the dragon turned to stone come back to life. After that, Naga Sisu disappeared, leaving only her magic gem behind. Humans who feared the reappearance of Drune fought amongst themselves for the magic gem caused Kumandra to split into 5 tribes: the fangs, the bones, and tails. The story begins 500 years later when Benja, the chief of the Heart tribe, summons the Bone and Tail tribe to reconcile and rebuild Kumandra. In the midst of the trouble, the Fangs betrayed and plotted to steal a magical gem guarded by the Hearts. This triggered a battle between the 5 tribes over the magic gem, during which the gem broke into 5 pieces. The shard of Sisu's magic gem revived the Drune and turned everyone into stone, including Benja, Raya's father. Raya, accompanied by her pet Tuk Tuk, goes on an adventure to find the dragon Sisu to save her father, who has turned into stone. After 6 years of searching, Raya reached the end of the last river. There, she found Sisu and asked her to make the same magic bead so she could destroy Drune. Too bad Sisu couldn't make the same gem, because the magic gem was a collection of magic of her 4 dragon brothers who were still trapped in the stone. The only path they could take was to collect the 4 fragments of the magic gem stored by the 4 tribes. Together with Sisu, Raya, and Tuk Tuk embark on the journey to collect the magic pearls. Along the way, they are pursued by Namari team from the Taring tribe or Fang tribe, and meet Baun, Tong, and Babinoi, who help them in completing the mission. First, Raya and the Last Dragon. Raya and the Last Dragon denotation means Raya and Naga Terakhir. The word Raya uses the Seva-based typeface and Emerald Gem certified. The phrase of the Last Dragon use semi-bold sans beam typeface in emerald green. Connotatively, the use of phrase Raya and the Last Dragon shows the relationship of Raya's adventure in searching the Last Dragon to eliminate the Drune plague from the land of Kumandra. The typography on the title of this film gives a bold impression and strongly depict the setting of the story being told, with the silhouette of the Sisu dragon in the letter R in Raya writing, making this title typography give the first impression that the dragon is one of the important characters in the film. The color used in the font used emerald green, like the color of typical clothing in the Heart tribe, Raya's hometown. Mythically, the title of the movie poster emphasized the promise and exciting classic adventure story in mythical hero, especially the mention of the last dragon. Dragons are mythological creatures that hold special place in the East and Southeast Asia culture. The movie is also inspired by various cultures in Southeast Asia, so the font design used gives the impression of strong Southeast Asian culture, especially from China. Contrasting typography and appropriate placement will give the audience sense of interest and balance so they can know the title of the movie clearly without disturbing the beauty of the visual elements in the poster. Emerald green is another representation of the color of emerald gemstone. In Asian country, especially ASEAN, The color green is associated with the eternity, new beginning, health, tranquility, and freshness. In Indonesia itself, green considered the symbol of fertility, prosperity, harmony, and natural wealth. Second point, Raya, the main character in the Raya and the Last Dragon, is standing upright, facing forward, but his gaze or her gaze is to the side with a look of alertness. The costume that Raya wears throughout the movie is a white brim hat, a flowing cloak, and a hand holding something that glows blue, and a simple ancient clothing. Connotatively, Raya is in a position to adventure and fight in order to unite Kumandra and save the people of Kumandra from the evil spirit drone. The costume worn by Raya is a combination of various cultures in Southeast Asia. Mythically, a hero usually sat upright, facing forward, which means brave, ready, and alert. Facial expression with the slightly furrowed eyebrows, eyes that focus on the target, and a tightly clenched mouth means they are confident that they will able to face all obstacles, challenges that will be passed. Traditional clothing is a custom to express the identity, often associated with a geographical region or time period in history. Third, the Sisu Spirit Hall or Spirit Ball, an heirloom. The orb in the right hand is the soul or the spirit of the last dragon. Connotatively, the Spirit Ball is the result of the final sacrifice of the dragon, which is the only way to prevent plague or evil spirit from overtaking Kumandra. Mythically, Raya is a mystical figure. In her adventure, she is assisted by objects with an invisible power. Joseph Campbell, quoted by Aji 2021, calls it supernatural help, which will be achieved by heroes who answer the call of duty. Supernatural help can take any form, including the ultimate weapon, the amulet, to defeat a monster. Benda pusaka atau benda pustaka is a term used to refer to object that is considered magical. Usually, the objects that are considered lucky here are generally inherited objects that have been passed down from generation to generation by ancestors. Fourth point, with the weapon, Raya left hand hold a weapon which is Chris' sword that used by her father's weapon. That used to be her father's weapon. Connotatively, this dragon-like sword is a weapon used to protect the dragon's spirit hole. Mythically, a hero always has a mainstay weapon to carry out his adventure or her adventure. Sword weapons, which is Chris, is typical weapon that winding or asymmetrical, which is included in a class of stabbing weapon originated in Indonesia or from Indonesia. In the past, Chris served as a weapon in duel or warfare, both as a weapon, spiritual object. Chris are revered and considered to have a magical power. The fifth point about the dragon silhouette, which the silhouette of the dragon Sisu in the Last Dragon character, connotatively, Raya's adventure to find the Last Dragon requires a lot of time, effort, and sacrifice. The silhouette of the dragon gives an unreachable and mysterious impression of Raya's adventure in search of the Last Dragon. Mythically, dragons are depicted as a mythological creature that guards something very valuable. Dragons are known to guard treasure, heirloom, or something even important. People such as King's daughter, which in the movie plays a role in maintaining peace and prosperity to land of Kumandra. And the rain, the sixth point of this poster is the rain viewed as a heavy rain in this scene in the poster. Connotatively, rain water is the original magic possessed by Sisu eldest brother named Pangu. Water is Drune's weakness. Mythically, rain is the process of condensation of water vapor and the atmosphere into water grains that are heavy enough to fall and usually arrive on land. Water is the prime element of life, hence is also the symbol of human life. Seventh point is the lush bushes. Lush bushes surrounding the each poster from the beautiful and mysterious frame. Connotatively, the lush bushes are the sacred place where the last dragon spirit ball is kept. Mythically, lush bushes indicates being in the wild have a mysterious and dark impression. The toughness of a hero will be tested in the crossing of the first threshold according to Campbell at G 2021. The mythical hero enters the world that is very different, unfamiliar, and reflect danger. The adventure of a mystical hero such as Raya, who is willing to explore the land of Kumandra, leaving her home, passing through the luscious bushes to find the last dragon. The 8 point, the sunlight. The sun likely appears behind the bushes on the top right of the poster. Connotatively, the sun appears as the light of hope, a reminder that trust is a precious thing. Mythically, the sun symbolizes the beginning of life, full of hope, joy, and togetherness. The beginning of the beginning of the long journey that will lead us to the most covered place. The beginning of a step forward, higher level to improve and develop ourselves. Lastly, the temple ruin, carved stone ruin covered by bushes. Connotatively, the carved stone is a temple-like sacred place as the repository of the last dragon spirit stored in the heart Kumandra. Mythically, a temple is a religious building as a place to worship, as well as an ancient relic dating back to Hindu Buddhist civilization. The ruin of the temple in the poster illustrate that the sacred place has been destroyed due to the struggle for the last dragon spirit ball by the fourth tribe in Negeri Kumandra, or the god in Kumandra. The temple becomes a spiritual path for Raya as the mystical hero in this movie.
Conclusion. Based on the result of the discussion regarding an analysis of visual elements in the poster of the animated film Raya and the Last Dragon, using the semiotic approach of the Roland Barthes model. This analysis concludes that the visual elements contained in the poster are able to describe the story of Raya as a mystical hero armed with a dragon spirit ball, armed with a dagger-like sword, standing in a pose like a hero who is ready to face obstacles to unite the separated spirit balls, looking for a dragon named Shisu. Raya ventures through the jungle of bushes, temple ruins, and through the rain and sun to reach her goal.
I think that's all from us. Thank you.